Good afternoon. Today we are continuing with our PO62. We are doing part 2 today. PO62 part 2. Yesterday we talked about variables on the both sides. First step is always doing your parentheses. Second step, you combine the like terms that are on the same side of the parentheses. If it's on the same side, we don't change any signs. We just do the math that is on that side of the that side of the equal sign. Third step is we do our opposite operations to move all the variables to one side, constants to the other. Then we combine any like terms that we have to combine, right? Because we're moving, well, it's not combining, we're doing the math. Sorry, I misspoke. Third step was we're moving variables to one side and you're combining them when you move them over. You're doing that math. Constants to the other side. And our last step is solving for our variable, doing those opposite operations to get it all the way down to what does x equal, what does n equal. So there are multi-step equations. We don't always have to do every single step. You might not have parentheses. You might not have like terms on the same side of the equal sign. But you always have to check. Just like with perm does. Always check, are the parentheses there? Is there exponents or radicals? Is there any multiplying or dividing? Is there any adding or subtracting? You have to go through and check each of those steps and go in order. Is there a reason more giggles over there? So, if we look at PO62 part 2, we're just working through reviewing those steps. So, it's no new learning that we're doing today. It's just more work time. So, we're just doing more work time. So, let's review how we do this. We're going to review with the harder one. And then there is time for review on the bottom because we do need to remember that slope-intercept form. Who could tell me what that slope-intercept form is? Mario.
Y equals mx plus b.
Woo! Y equals mx plus b. What does the m stand for? Emily. The slope. What does the b stand for, Tegan?
Y-intercept.
The y-intercept. If we have a y, what do we know about every y-intercept? Tatum? The x is 0. What do we know about every x-intercept? Emily? Emily? Say it again. The y is 0. It's not the y-intercept. The y is 0. So for every x-intercept, the y is 0. For every y-intercept, the x is 0. Important things to remember. Let's look at, let's do this one. -8 times -8n minus 6 equals -6n minus 22. What's my first step? What was that, Audrey? Parentheses. I need to multiply through and get rid of those parentheses. So everybody can be doing this along with me so we know what we're doing. -8 times -8n. Negative times a negative is a positive. 8 times 8 is 64n. -8 times -6. Negative times a negative is a positive. 8 times 6 is 48. That equals -6n minus 22. What's the second step? What do I need to look for? What am I looking for my second step, Tatum? Like terms on the same side of the equal sign. Do I have any like terms on the same side of the equal signs? No, I don't. So my third step is to move my variable to one side and my constant to the other side. I like to keep my variables on the left. It just works for me. So I'm going to move my constant and That gives me 64n equals negative 6n. Negative 22 minus 48 gives me a minus 70. So now I need to move my variable. If it's minus 6n, I'm going to add 6n. So that gives me 70n equals negative 70. Opposite operations to get my n by itself. N equals negative 70 divided by 70 is a negative 1. Any questions on those steps that I just went through? So you are going to quietly work on this page. If you're not sure if what you're doing is correct, come check in with me. When you are finished, make sure you have math packets turned in. If your math packet is not done, then you will finish it and turn it in. Otherwise, it will be marked as missing. Khan Academy is due Thursday. So if you're done with the homework, you can work on your Khan Academy. In about 20 minutes, we'll see how we're doing with the homework. We might open it up to questions that you have to prepare for the math test. So some of us might want to review something. Can you review the coordinate plane with us, with the slope? Can we review the slope intercept? Negative numbers, geometry, any of those things, we'll do that in 20 minutes. So for my friends at home, we hope you are well. We hope to see you soon. Oh, thank you for not moving. Have a wonderful day.